Boy, someone put the brakes on. Who put the brakes on? Who? Oh, man. Hey, guys, I am DC, your host of Barside Jive Live. Today is Thursday, October 24th. And, you know, we never know how this is going to get started, do we? But it gets started. Anyway, it's awesome that you guys chose to hang out here with us on this Thursday night at the very cool Vocal Media Studios in Dallas, Texas. What a lovely evening after the nasty storm that we had just recently. So the weather's awesome outside, though. So if you're not on a patio somewhere, you should be with a drink in hand because it's a great evening for it. Anyway, this show happens every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this show features some of the very best original singer-songwriters in the U.S. of A. By the way, you can now download my shows on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn. Also, if you're listening to this epic sode as a podcast, you can watch it right now by going to vocalnow.com, and that's vocal with a hey. And click on Barside Jive image at the top of the app or at the top of your browser. Or at any time, you can watch it on demand. Go to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. Go to the appropriate playlist. This one would be for original singer-songwriters. Barside Jive is sponsored by the
Zoo
on Vocal.
The world's best rock, and can be streamed 24/7, 365 at vocalnow.com. And let me tell you guys, Zoo Freaks get classic rock, they get deep cuts, they get B-sides, they get last tracks. They got the stuff you never hear on regular radio stations. Plus, the big thing here is you can avoid all those back-to-back commercials. The Zoo brings you more of the good shit and less of the bad. Take my word for it. Guys, tonight I have singer-songwriter Miranda Kennedy in the studio. But first, got some news. Gypsy news. How about we talk some rock and roll for a few minutes? On this day in 1975, Elton John dialed back his legendary 70s-era ambitions with Rock of the Westies. On this day, 1975 was the year. The project was recorded at Caribou Ranch in the Rocky Mountains. I bet that's a beautiful place. And again saw John working with stalwarts Davy Johnstone and Ray Cooper. But change, guys, was in the air. Elton also added a new keyboardist and bassist and returned to a small-scale roots rock feel that had little in common with that same year's outsized predecessor, Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. Next, Roxy Music wrote the breakthrough single Love is the Drug, a number 2 hit in the UK and their only top 40 Billboard hit, to a wider fan base as Siren was released on this day in 1975. John Lennon issued his first greatest hits collection on this day in 1975. Oh, one of my favorite bands, Cheap Trick, entered the 1980s on a roll, but saw the momentum created by At Budokan and Dream Police evaporate behind the poorly received All Shook Up, which was released on this day, 1980. And I actually loved All Shook Up. In fact, I don't know of a Cheap Trick album that I didn't like, so there. I hate critics. I really do. I hate critics. I don't like critical people either, but I hate critics. Okay, Stomp 442 is the 7th studio album by American thrash metal band Anthrax. It was released on this day, 1995, by Elektra Records. The band and the Philadelphia-based producers Butcher Brothers produced the album, which includes the singles Fueled and Nothing. The album debuted at number 47 on the Billboard 200 charts. Anthrax claimed their label, Elektra Records, didn't do enough to promote the album, and they left soon thereafter. Stomp 442 is the only Anthrax album not featuring the traditional Anthrax logo on its artwork. Stomp 442 is also Anthrax's first album without Dan Spitz on lead guitar. Though not yet credited as a member of the band, Paul Crook took over lead guitar duties. Okay, this day in 2000 marked a turning point for Sammy Hagar, who later celebrated the end of a long association with MCA by releasing 1013, his third solo project since splitting with Van Halen. Night and Day 2 is an album by Joe Jackson released on this day in the year 2000. It was a revisit of the style of his 1982 album Night and Day, featuring songs about the New York City lifestyle seen through different characters. While the original Night and Day took a satirical look at the downfalls of city life through songs such as TV Age, Cancer, and Real Men, Night and Day 2 focuses primarily on the dark side of inner city living. The song Happy Land, for instance, is about the 1990 arson fire at Happy Land Social Club in the Bronx that killed 87 people. Wasn't very happy. As seen through the eyes of a cynical New Yorker, as Jackson lived in New York at the time. The cover artwork is a dark nighttime shot taken from within a New York City cab with the World Trade Center in the foreground, taken a year prior to 9/11. Got a happy birthday shout out to Bill Wyman of the Rolling Stones. That dude was born on this day in 1936. Happy birthday, Bill. And that, my friends, is rock and roll. If you like rock music history and want more of my daily dose, simply check my Facebook page at facebook.com/Barside Jive Live every day, because I'll be back with more history on the classic rock legends. If you'd like to check out my Daily Dose archives, just go to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Barside Jive Live and look in the Daily Dose playlist for more rock music history from me. All right, guys, guess what? It's that time. It's that time, Boner. Time for your buddy Bree.
Keep falling free.
There's Bree Akers.
Hey, guys.
What's going on, Bree?
Nothing.
Man,
I'm back.
It's a beautiful brick wall.
It is. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street.
I don't know. It's the Halloween version because it looks pretty dungeony to me.
I like it.
I think it is cool.
I feel like it would glow with a black light or something.
Yeah.
So
We need to put some rings on it. You put your arms through them, so it's like you're like in a. Uh-oh.
Well, so much for that, guys.
We lost power. I'm telling you, you never know what's going to happen with this show. Usually we start out strong, and at the end it just kind of fizzles out altogether. And this time I think we're going in reverse.
It's okay.
So it's going to get stronger as we go, I can assure you.
Go out with a bang, probably.
Absolutely, we'll go out with a bang, Miranda. Yes. All right, Bree.
Well, guys, I'm back. Sorry I missed you last week.
Yeah, whatever.
My battery died in my vehicle, and so ladies, make sure you always check that stuff.
It's battery time.
Yes.
New battery.
Thanks, Wally World. I appreciate it. Anyway, before I missed out on you guys last week, every week I've been covering a different spirit just to give you a little history, background, so you know what you're working with. So this week, yes.
Spirits like Halloween spirits, like
Halloween spirits.
Like spirits.
Yes. I'm probably going to have to drink a lot of spirits to get through this Halloween. So.
Probably so.
Probably. Well, guys, this week is vodka.
Is that what was in that drink?
Yeah.
I knew something.
Anyway, yeah, so this week's drink on the show has vodka in it. One of the most popular vodka drinks right now that we've talked about before is the Moscow Mule.
Oh, I love a Moscow Mule.
Yes. So one of the easiest things to do is just to play with different variations of a Moscow Mule. So this week for you guys, I simply just made a homemade simple syrup. Instead of regular white sugar, use brown sugar and put a mixture of berries in it. So you have blackberries, strawberries, blueberries. So it's a brown sugar berry simple syrup and your ginger beer and vodka.
Yummy.
Real easy, simple to make. But yes, so a little history of vodka for you. Do you know what vodka means?
No, Bree, I don't.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you're thinking really hard over there.
Well, I didn't want to eat a jelly bean.
We don't have jelly
Those
beans this
freaking things
week.
were nasty.
We don't have jelly beans this week, so
I
you're
know.
okay. So you can get
Maybe
everything
next.
wrong and be safe.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, vodka actually comes from the word voda, which means water. So,
Really?
yeah. So it simply is water.
Voda?
Voda.
What language?
I believe it's Latin. Or at least,
So it's like potato water.
yeah.
Really? Oh, yeah, because it's made from potatoes, right?
Some of it.
Some of it is.
Yeah, not everyone.
Yeah. So vodka can be made from pretty much anything that will create a sugar that'll ferment.
Right, okay.
So your higher end vodkas that people think about are typically wheat based. Some are corn based. Vodkas like Ciroc is made from grapes. You got vodka made from hemp. I've heard that there's vodka made from buffalo. I don't know if that's true.
Buffalo.
So
What's some buffalo vodka, guys?
yeah, buffalo vodka.
What heart?
But but depending on
The
what
bladder.
area, depending on what area of the world you're from, you've got other things that are made from rice or beets are actually really common in vodka. So, distilled spirits are actually gluten-free. So even if you have a wheat vodka, it's gluten-free. So you don't have to worry about that. A lot of vodka companies are finally putting that on the bottles, but it costs a lot of money, so that's typically why it's not on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to be considered a vodka, it should actually be colorless, odorless, and tasteless.
Odorless?
Yes. So if you kind of like how we said that it means water, like if you think about different brands of water, people say they taste like water tastes different.
Right.
And that's how I think of vodka is. Some vodkas, like it's all supposed to be the same thing, but some just taste different than others.
Wow.
Yeah. So the great thing about vodka is since it's a neutral spirit, you can do a lot with it. If you are talking to craft bartenders, they're probably going to make fun of you if you talk about flavored vodka since it's not supposed to have a flavor and defeats the entire purpose.
Right.
But that's why you can create your own. So one of my favorite things to do, and we're going to do this in a couple weeks for you guys,
All right.
is I do this every holiday for my family, is I actually just,
And now that we're family.
yeah, and now that we're family, I infuse an entire bottle of vodka with a whole bunch of vegetables for Bloody Marys.
Oh.
So,
I love Bloody Marys.
yes. So I'm thinking the next couple of weeks, we definitely will have our own little Bloody Mary bar here in the studio.
Uber.
And yeah.
Uber on speed dial.
Yeah, because everyone needs a whole bunch of Bloody Marys at 7:30 p.m.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Just for the for the drive home
yes.
or the ride home.
But in honor of vodka, next week I have one more spirit to cover for you guys, which is going to be tequila.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
too.
So we're going to do some
Favorite ever.
tequila stuff. Then after that, to get you guys ready for the holidays, whether you want to drink at home, avoid your in-laws, or whatever you got to do, we're going to do a month of mules because it's really easy.
Oh,
And not necessarily everything has to be vodka either.
Mexican mules.
We can do Mexican mules.
Absolutely.
Those are my favorite.
He's giving away everything,
Yeah.
guys. But we're going to do a little like fall wintry mix on our cocktails because we're changing seasons here. So
Right.
we're going to do.
Man,
Yeah.
Bree was a great hire.
Boy,
I know.
She-
I really got to
Yeah.
negotiate pay over here.
Oh no, you're doing just fine.
I'm sure.
You're totally earning everything that we're paying you.
I know. I can tell.
I mean, you're exceeding expectations, actually.
Well, good. We can
In
write
fact,
that in my recommendation letter.
I've still got your birthday card at home.
That's only been a few weeks, guys. It's okay.
Well,
You can save it for next year. Or-
I wish I could say that I even brought it last week, and the reason you didn't get it because you didn't come, but I didn't even bring it last week.
Sounds about right.
I know.
It's okay, guys.
So I'll save it for next year.
Yeah.
No, I'll bring it to you. You'll get it for Christmas.
Oh, Christmas,
wrap
half
it.
birthday, whatever.
I'll wrap
It all
your
works.
birthday card for Christmas.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
Well, guys, this Saturday is actually
We got events?
Kind of.
Okay,
Kind
cool.
of.
I love events.
I didn't give you guys any specific events because it's more like a challenge to you this week. Next week is Halloween, but all the bars and different breweries and things, they have all their big parties and events happening this Saturday. And there is a ton of stuff going on in DFW. Way too much for me to like even pick out what's best for you guys. So depending on what area you live in, I highly suggest looking up. There's a ton of Halloween bar crawls. A lot of the local breweries are doing Brewery Day.
Brewery.
Brewery. Yeah. So, all the fun spirit stuff.
Yeah, spirits.
Yes. Lots of Halloween costume contests, which I encourage you guys to take part in. I am planning on having a Halloween costume next week for you guys. So.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a Halloween party next week.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down.
So I challenge you to go find your best Halloween event in whatever city you live in, and then you can tell us all about it.
Awesome.
And any cool, fun drinks you find. But yes, guys, other than that, I am the Tipsy Gypsy, and you can follow me on Instagram at It's the Tipsy Gypsy, or go to itsthetipsygypsy.com and hang out, send me a message, or you can find DC on there as well and stalk him.
You're awesome, Bree.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Can't wait to see your costume next week.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm freaking excited already.
What are you gonna be, or is it a surprise?
It's a surprise.
So will it be easy to guess what you are or who you are, or will it be like difficult?
I'm hoping it's easy.
You're hoping it's
I'm
easy.
hoping it's easy.
Okay. Well, guys, my guest today is Miranda Kennedy. Miranda is an Americana. Yeah. Americana folk singer-songwriter, equally from Kansas City, Missouri, and Dallas-Fort Worth. She is self-taught and began performing when she was only 14 years old, like 3 years ago. She traveled for 5 years with her dog around the country, busking and performing, and was the co-founder and singer of Lady and the Gentleman, based out of Boulder, Colorado. Pretty cool place. Until their split in 2016. She was in Rock Lottery 17 and has been a part of many other local collaborative projects. She currently lives in Denton and is working on completing an album by 2020 that reflects her hardships through love and lessons of traveling. And she's very smart and she's physically fit. Welcome Miranda Kennedy to the show.
Hello.
Hey Miranda.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you
Good.
doing?
It's good to see. I'm doing great. Great. Thanks. Did you get one of Bree's drinks?
I didn't.
That's
I was
prob-
wondering what that was.
That's probably because we're doubling up over here. So
you split mine.
you got to drive. You got to drive, right?
I mean,
Oh,
I'm gonna hang out for a bit.
no, I have to give her one. All right. So tell me what's going on in the world of Miranda Kennedy.
I mean, I finally started writing again, and I think it's because I'm inspired by my new job.
Awesome.
I'm a landscaper now, and I do a lot of like really intense hard work. I have like really intense arm muscles now, but like something about like putting your hands in the dirt and doing like labor and stuff kind of like gets the blood flowing creatively in
Yeah.
ways, you don't feel like guilty about sitting down and writing. You're like, oh, I already did a bunch of stuff, so I can sit down and do fun stuff now. So
Wow.
yeah, been getting back into it.
So what's a typical day like in the landscaping business?
Generally, a job might last anywhere between 1 to 3 days or 4 days. We start out by, well, depending on what they want us to do, we'll start out by just kind of like taking out the crappy mulch, picking out all of the plants and weeds and stuff. And today we were having to dig up this giant mulberry tree, and
Oh, I hate those.
or not mulberry, hackberry tree, and it was just
they're
like
just
really
as bad.
they're all annoying if
Yeah.
they're not wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it out before I had to leave to come here. I was just
Oh.
like digging at it for like an
Oh.
hour. But yeah, we do that, and then we usually just try to plant sustainable perennials that are like local, and we also try to like kind of help teach the homeowner how to take care of plants that like are good for the environment, like pollinating plants and stuff, and why we do it, and kind of help them figure out how to like irrigate better and what to do with their land so that you don't have to keep, picking up the dirt and ruining all the microorganisms all the time, but just kind of like help the earth do what it does. And yeah, that's basically by the end of it, we put down really nice dirt, we plant everything, and then put down good mulch over it, and just I lay a lot of stone down too, dig a lot of trenches, and yeah.
So are you guys like really green? Everything's like organic.
I basically work for this woman Jen. She's like a badass punk lady who's like a green anarchist. And
Really?
Yeah, she's really badass. She used to be an art teacher. Used to engineer AI robots. She has her own radio. She has her own radio show too.
Really?
Yeah, and she also is like the noble chairman, like the president of her lodge of the IUF secret society. She's also a mom of 2 teenage boys. Like,
wow.
she does everything, and she also runs her own landscaping business.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so what's your typical day? What time do you have to get up?
I usually get up at like 8, leave by 9, there by 10.
Oh, okay. See, I don't start too early.
No, yeah. We usually start like 10 or 11, usually done by like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you do a lot of heavy lifting. What kind of stuff are you guys lifting?
Some people want like boulders in their yard, so that's probably the heaviest thing we'll have to lift is like 300-pound boulders. But other than that, it's just like just transporting a lot of dirt, mulch, and bricks. So it's like in pieces, but in general, like thousands of pounds of things.
Yeah, right. Right. I guess
Yeah.
you got a wheelbarrow. And
Yeah. So
do
we
that.
just like take turns using like transfer shovels and, dumping it and going back to the truck.
How many's on your crew?
4. So there's 4 people. We work 4 days a week,
Mm.
and it's cool. Each of us brings lunch 1 day a week for everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's very like there's a lot of diet restrictions, so it's like vegan and gluten free and stuff. So I've been
Really?
eating a lot better because of this.
Yeah. So the boss lady, does she have a day where she brings the food?
Uh-huh.
Does she works out there with
Yeah,
you
she
guys?
doesn't like to be called boss. She likes to be called Dirt Mama
Dirt Mama.
Mhm.
Dirt Mama. That's cool.
because she works
Dirt.
with us.
Right. Yeah. She's just a team member. She's just like,
Mhm.
isn't that cool? How'd you find that job?
Actually, it's funny because it's mainly like she usually only likes to hire women because in the past she's had problems with like
Dudes.
mansplaining or
Yeah,
complaining
dudes are
or whatever.
like, dudes are horrible.
And so
Dudes
she's
are
mainly
horrible.
only had women, but she recently hired my friend Solomon, and I'd been posting online about wanting so badly to work with plants and the earth and stuff, and
Right.
he was like, there's like an opening, and I think this would be perfect for you, and just been there ever since. Been a couple months.
Wow.
Now, yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. I got a lot more questions, but let's, would you play us a song?
Yeah.
I'd love for you to play us a song. We're going to let you just crank one out here just a minute. But, guys, this is Miranda Kennedy here on Bar Side Jive Live. What are you going to play for us?
I think I'll start with this song called Let Me Let Go.
Okay, what's it about?
It's basically about when you're in a relationship or I guess friendship too that, you should let go, but you can't until they like make you let go, or let you let go.
Right.
And, but yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not in that relationship anymore. So
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right. You're on the other side.
yeah.
All right. Miranda Kennedy.
Look around, you can tell I let you walk all over me and call it love. Definitions change as we grow older. Finally, we see those signs from above. So call it heart, call it pride, call it anything you like. It still rings true. It still rings true. Something won't let me let go of you. So I'll keep loving you as long as you keep letting me still find solace here in the corners of your heart. Well, we've taken all the time that you needed to, while I pretend that I'm feeling better while we're apart. So make me wait, make me cry, 'cause I'd do anything you like if you asked me to. Just ask me to. Just don't ask me to let go of you. Do you really want it this way? Did you mean it when you asked me to stay? Well, I guess I do have my own choice, but I just seem to have lost my voice. So call it heart, call it pride, call it anything you like. It still rings true. It still rings true. Something won't let me let go of you.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow. Absolutely. Nice,
Thanks.
Miranda. Nice. Woo. So, like, what was when you remember back early on, did you start singing first, or did you want to play the guitar, or how did that happen?
Well, I mean, technically I started playing the piano first in like fourth grade. There was like this like stupid upright piano that I was around a lot, and I just kind of played like heart and soul on it and was kind of like fiddling with it. Like I learned like da 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 by like 1,000 miles and stuff, and I was like, man, I really like doing this. I want to like do my own. And I wasn't always around that piano. We moved around a lot, and I was thrown around a lot growing up. So I was like, well, I always have my voice, and so I just would sing to things and try to harmonize with things. And I was always like in choir in school, and I got to the point where I was like writing poetry and writing songs, but I didn't know how to play any instrument. So really, other than the piano, but you can't really take the piano around with you all the time.
Right. They're heavy as shit.
I know.
I hate moving them.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be your
Like
friend,
carrying
but
them
don't
around
ask
on
me.
the bus, like.
I know. Well, now they got those little keyboards, those electronic
Yeah.
keyboards. You can just take them
If only you
anywhere.
could have like a fold-up keyboard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right. Now,
portable.
back in the day.
But like,
those-
you know, ukuleles and guitars you can take around with you. And so I just, when I was like 12, my my stepbrother's band got me a guitar. Like, it was an electric guitar, which I didn't know what to do with that, but like I didn't have an amp or anything. I was just like, yes, I'm cool, I have a guitar. And I started kind of like fiddling around on it. And the first real song I learned how to play on the guitar was Sweet Home Alabama. So that's how I like tune my guitar. Great often. Just to, because my brain knows it so much. I don't play it anymore except for with my stepdad, but yeah, I wrote my first song and I showed it to my dad, and they were just like, I had no idea you were a musician. And they just started kind of like pushing me to do things, and I never got lessons, and I never really I got like one voice lesson and I didn't like it. I got one piano lesson and I didn't like it because I was like ready to just like hit the ground running, and they're like, no, you have to go doom doom doom. Right. I'm like, I'm done. I don't like this. I want to just like shove my hands on it.
Deja vu. Big time.
Yeah. So I just I learned from YouTube and tabs and stuff online.
Yeah.
And just kept going.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. So, but you were in choir, so you had some like.
Yeah, I had some like
some training.
Yeah, some vocal training, like the do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Yeah.
It helped. That still to this day helps me, like to learn octaves and like learn how to like pitch myself down and stuff and harmonies.
Right. And to warm up.
Yeah, like do mi so mi do. Like,
right.
It helps to like. Yeah. I don't ever warm up. I should.
You don't?
No. Yeah. I don't do anything right for sure, but like
well, at least you're honest.
I do it my way. So
right. It's the Miranda way.
I just cough a lot before I play, and I'm like, that's good enough.
Another shot of tequila.
Exactly.
Warm up. What's that? Oh, shot of tequila. Yeah.
Yeah, like warm the throat. Yeah. And the belly.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So, was your family musical?
No, my stepdad he's the one who taught me how to book shows, how to just like walk in somewhere and be like, hi, I've done this a million times. I'm going to play here. And like, let me talk to your manager kind of stuff. And so he gave me definitely a leg up on that and how to like plug everything in and what everything's called and stuff. But yeah, growing up until I met my stepdad when I was like 12, there was nobody in my family that was like artistic or anything.
Oh,
like,
okay.
My first form of art was painting, and then theater, and then music. So I'm actually a more skilled actress than musician, but it's hard to find that around.
Yeah.
But actually, no, I think the first one was really radio. I was in like a little radio class when I was a little kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
wow.
yeah, been all around, but music really just kind of keeps being relevant in my life, and I don't ever stop singing. I'm always like humming and singing to myself, so
right.
Just made sense. I forgot what your question was because I talk too much, but
well, let's play him another one. What do you say?
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's see.
We want to hear some more from Miranda Kennedy here on Barside Jive Live.
I'll play a short one. This one's more upbeat. This one's called Reach for Me. Honey, reach for me in the middle of the night when we are all alone. There ain't nobody to stop us now, so come on, let me warm your bones. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, honey, reach for me. We are all alone in the middle of the night. 'Cause I know that we both been hurting so long, but we can make it right, yeah. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I wanna give to you all that I have shown when we are all alone. Yeah, here's your invitation, I'm giving you the green light. Reach for me in the middle of the night, honey, reach for me in the middle of the night when we are all alone.
When'd you write that one?
I wrote that one like 2014, 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, it was basically I was traveling around then. It was kind of about this guy, but not really. It was more just about this feeling of like when you're trying to like let somebody know, like just fucking make the move, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm giving you the green light. Don't make me say it. But yeah, that's really all it is.
Wow. Wow. How many songs have you written?
Probably 20, but I really only like 10 of them. A lot of the songs I've written, I wrote when I was like a teenager, like 16, and they're just immature. Not like bad, like immature, but just kind of like whiny. But yeah, I'm finally writing some things recently that I like. I wish I had it more prepared. I'd play it tonight, but you have to stay tuned for those.
All right. We like those up and coming surprises.
Yeah.
So do you have a process when you write?
It usually starts with like either a melody or like a sentence that has a melody to it, and then I just kind of write around it. I don't know if it's a verse or a bridge or a chorus or nothing or whatever yet, but I don't know, just kind of start just talking about whatever the first thing was and just embellish on it. I don't really have a very specific process, though. It kind of happens like something just kind of hits my brain and I have to write it down and just build around it.
You have Spotify?
I have it, but I'm not on it.
So where do you go to listen to music?
On
your phone?
For me to listen to music? I mean, yeah, I listen to Spotify. I YouTube a lot too.
Do you?
Sounds weird, but I like YouTube's choices after you pick a song. It kind of like bounces around, but always kind of comes back.
So what do you listen to?
My favorite bands right now are Dr. Dog and Wolfpack. And I'm very much influenced by Regina Spektor and Nora Jones.
Oh, yeah.
They're who like kind of taught me how to like use my voice and write songs and be able to be silly if I want to be. You know?
Right. Oh, they're so talented. Yeah.
I saw Nora Jones a few years ago.
Love her.
She's like made of gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like pure gold.
Yeah. Any other musicians that have inspired you?
I mean, I like all kinds of music. Really, I didn't used to, but really, I like live music and I like local music because I don't know, just hearing what my peers in the now times like are. But I like Motown a lot too. I know that's kind of like overdone a lot, but yeah, mainly the ones I said are like who I go to. Actually, no, Bright Eyes. I can't believe I forgot that Bright Eyes is like it's like the first vinyl I ever bought and it's the first like favorite I ever had. But his stuff is kind of, it's kind of sad or slow.
Mellow.
So I kind of like tried to go in the direction of being more like uplifting and positive because I used to just only write sad songs and it's cathartic and it's good for people to see like, hey, I recognize that, like I need something that recognizes the pain in me and I see that. But it's also important to like, remember that being happy is the true goal, not just like surviving.
Right.
So trying to make music that touches both of those sides. So.
Right. How about playing another one?
Okay.
Okay. Can I talk you into it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Twist in my arm.
Yeah, well, we like having Miranda Kennedy on the show.
So this one is my partner's favorite, It's called Fair. And hello, Kane. You're probably listening by the time this comes out.
Hey, Kane.
In the bedroom with our thoughts and hearts and wow, your voice on my pillow, laughing out loud, with my head in the clouds, searching for what we share. I'm closing in on the space of our stare. Believe in me, I believe in you. There is nothing we cannot do together, or even so far apart. We'll keep mending that feeling in our big old broken hearts. I could never tell you this, couldn't tell you just how I feel, 'cause then again, maybe none of it is actually real. Believe in you, that would not make me feel free, and it don't seem right for either you or me, so just sit right down. Stay a while, let me tell you about how much I love your style. Don't be afraid to scooch on over, you know I love to be your lover. Oh, believe in me, I believe in you. There is nothing that we could not do together, or within so far apart. We'll keep mending that feeling in our big old broken hearts. Believe in me, and I believe in you. There is nothing, no, nothing that we could not do together, or even so far apart. We'll keep mending that feeling in our big old broken hearts. So just believe in me, like I believe in you, 'cause there is nothing that we could not do together, or even so far apart. We'll keep mending that feeling in our big old broken hearts.
Damn. That's good.
I have a cough right now, so I can't hit them exact, but it gives it a little scratchiness.
Oh,
which
it
is
sounds
okay.
good, Miranda. Quit making excuses. Sounds good. So how do people like follow you, reach out, get your schedule?
So I am most active on Facebook right now. I'm trying to be more active on Instagram, but Miranda Kennedy is where you'll find me. Don't go to the Miranda Jade Kennedy. My old Facebook got deleted, and it didn't delete my music page, so I'm recreating everything right now, which is why I say I'm starting it back up, because everything just got deleted on my social media for some reason. But yeah, if you just go to Miranda Kennedy on Facebook, and you can also find my SoundCloud if you really look for it, but I'm not exactly going to tell you what it is, because it's my stuff from when I was like 18, and I know there's probably people that are going to hear that and be like, no, tell them. But yeah, I'm going to be working on an album either this winter or spring, or like hopefully before spring. But and that's what I'm going to hope to push more. But yeah, there's also stuff on YouTube. If you look up just Miranda Kennedy music, it'll be like the first things that come up.
Okay.
A lot of it is Tiny Couch Productions, which is my friend Bob Ralph, who does amazing work for Denton. He just, like goes around and, cherry picks his favorite artists and just asks them to come over, and for free just records them. And
That's awesome.
it's really, really cool. He does like boudoir photo shoots for me too. And like, it's really awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we definitely want a lot of people to follow you, because we love your music and we want to share it with the world.
Thank
So
you.
hopefully we can help you do that. And when you get your EP done, make sure you let me know so we can get you back on the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to play some of those tunes and and kind of focus on all that stuff.
Yeah.
So will you do that?
I will definitely do that.
Okay, cool. And stick around. I'm going to close us out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Miranda. It's great having Miranda here. We love her music and wish her all the best the world has to offer. Okay, guys, my feature cigar segment is brought to you by Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco Shop, located in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. Today I'm featuring the Avo Unexpected Moment. Ooh, I like that. By Davidoff. Avo Unexpected Series is a new limited edition release made up of 4-part series of 4 different size cigars. The series names are Unexpected Moment, Unexpected Passion, Unexpected Celebration.
That's not your turn, Siri.
Shut up, Siri. Mind your own freaking business, you little eavesdropper. Golly. Yeah, stealing the show. An Unexpected Tradition. Those sound like great song names, by the way, right? The cigars are each a Toro, though the ring gauge does vary. The concept here is that there is something special about each cigar. Davidoff is disclosing that special fact, but the blend is undisclosed. Although Unexpected Moment is described by Davidoff as blended with highly aromatic tobacco grown in a unique Dominican finca. That's right, finca. Each cigar is limited to 1,500 boxes of 20. Stop by Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco Shop and see Denna, Tom, or Kenny for an Avo Unexpected Moment by Davidoff, or let them make a recommendation for you. Mention Barside Jive for 10% off your purchase. While you're there, check out their large selection of pipe tobaccos, because they've got plenty. Oh, guys, I want to remind you that Shasta Morgan, who has photographed my shows from time to time over the past 2 years, recently discovered a tumor behind one of her eyes. And although the doctors do not believe it to be malignant, they won't know for sure until they remove the damn thing. So she's suffering with migraines to the point she can no longer work. She does have surgery scheduled for November and is trying to raise $5,000 to help her meet her deductible and living expenses. She's got a GoFundMe account, so it's gofundme.com/Stupid Steve. I think she named her tumor after her ex. She could write a song too. Yeah, everybody's got one. But you guys help Shasta out. GoFundMe.com/Stupid Steve. Even if it's just $5, guys, it adds up. Let's see what else we got here, Bree. Yeah. Let's do final notes. So, Barside Jive goes live every Tuesday and Thursday here at the Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas. Both of our 60-minute shows are packed full of music and visual arts. So join us at vocalnow.com, and that's vocal with a K. That's right. Just look for the Barside Jive image at the top of the page. Beside my Tipsy Gypsy featuring Bree Akers bringing beverages and tips from behind that bar on both my weekly shows. On Tuesdays, I have my Art Jive Live segment, which features visual artists as well as my creative director and artist, the legendary, the extraordinary Brad Jensen, who takes a deep dive into the classic rock album covers of the 70s and 80s as we look at the stories behind the freaking art. Okay, we appreciate your support of what we're doing here. We really do. We really do. And hope that you'll share with your friends, family, followers, neighbors, countrymen. Be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Barside Jive Live. My Instagram, although a lot of you probably don't know Instagram personally, intimately, it's at Barside Jive. My website, barsidejive.com. Miranda doesn't even do Instagram, really.
I'm trying.
I know. Bree's great at it. Talk to Bree. Yeah. Bree is the Instagram lady. Yeah. And my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. Remember that vocalnow.com is home to the
Zoo. On Vocal.
As well as Barside Jive. So download the Vocal Now app. And you too can get great content, including Brad Sham, Paul Kuharski, and Jim White. So get your Zoo Freak on and download the app now, guys, now. If you create music or some other form of art and would like to be featured on one of my shows, or you would like to sponsor or advertise on one of my shows, or maybe you just have an idea or maybe a comment, you can email me, dc@barsidejive.com. My show today has also been brought to you by Hip and Hippie. Hip and Hippie is a planet-loving company known for its high-quality, earth-friendly, 100% recyclable candle line and natural body care products. It's no wonder eco-supporting people love Hip and Hippie, hipandhippie.com. I want to thank Jay and Jimmy, our production team. How's it going in there, Jay?
It's going well.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You need to clear your throat?
Yeah, it's just it's from the drinks that Bree has been making in the
Oh
back,
yeah,
in the
right.
back
I'm sure you
kitchen.
had one.
Blame it on the alcohol.
He totally, yeah, I know.
He took the entire bottle.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
You took the bottle
You're not
Just to
saving any for me?
just to look at it?
Yeah.
So, guys, we are out of here. Thanks again for hanging out with us this evening. Be kind to one another. Be a hero in someone's life. It's easy. And until next time, hey, Jay,
What's up?
what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show?
Yeah.
Bree Akers.
Okay, we'll see you later, Jay. Anyway, keep it real. Keep on rocking. See you next week. Always on Thursdays right here.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.